Chosun, land of the morning calm, the ancient name for Korea.
Chosun Taekwondo Academy, a gold standard martial arts and hatha yoga center dedicated to the cultivation of mind, body, and spirit. Currently celebrating its 20th anniversary of continuous operation, the mission of the Chosun Taekwondo Academy is to provide authentic Taekwondo and hatha yoga instruction in a safe and encouraging environment to those worthy of its virtues.
The Chosun Taekwondo Academy was founded in 1997 by Master Doug Cook, a senior student of Grandmaster Richard Chun, 9th Dan Black Belt, who in turn was trained in Seoul, South Korea by Grandmaster Chung Soo-hung, head of the famed Mudokwan Taekwondo. This lineage set the stage for the creation of the holistically oriented Martial Arts Institute based on traditional Asian principles and authentic Korean martial arts doctrine.
The Chosun Taekwondo Academy is a charter member of the United States Taekwondo Association. Founded in 1980 by martial arts legend Grandmaster Richard Chun, the organization was recently passed on to Master Cook in October 2017. Through this affiliation, Chosun students are eligible to receive worldwide accreditation from the Kukiwon Center of Taekwondo Operations Worldwide, located in Seoul, South Korea.
Respecting the necessity of legitimate certification for both he and his students and thirsting for advanced training, Master Cook approached Grandmaster Chun early on. With acceptance as a student came a new avenue for learning and an opportunity to expose members to the acquired wisdom of the Grandmaster.
Today, due in no small part to Master Cook's editorial contributions to the art, his traditional style of teaching, and his close allegiance to Grandmaster Chun, the Chosun Taekwondo Academy is recognized as one of the leading institutes for advanced martial arts training in the Northeast. But as with the realization of any great dream, intent and desire must be stoked by the fires of vision and passion.
In 1997, sharing his time between instructing martial arts in the evening and commuting to a job soon to be vacated in favor of teaching professionally, Master Cook began construction of a simple dojang in the basement of his home. Several cans of white paint and panels of puzzle mat later, the hunt for new students began. It did not take long, however, for word to spread throughout the community that a new traditional Taekwondo center would soon be open for business.
With the initial recruitment of 4 students, the roster grew exponentially until at the Institute's first belt test, 14 students were promoted. However, as knowledge of the Chosun Taekwondo Academy reached the ears of serious local practitioners, space in the newly constructed dojang quickly became scarce. Looking to the future, Master Cook secured training space at Minerals Resort Hotel and Spa in McAfee, New Jersey. Still, enrollment quickly outpaced square footage in both facilities, compelling Master Cook to seek additional space to accommodate his growing student body.
Sadly, no longer in existence, the Tai Chi Farm, a mecca for Chinese martial artists throughout the world, became an adjunct training facility through the good graces of Sifu Zhou Songhua, world-renowned Tai Chi master. The meditation gardens and rustic setting provided ample room for many of Chosun's special events, including seminars with USTA instructors. Still, the space was not their own.
Dancer's Studio, located on Wheeler Avenue in Warwick, officially became Chosun's headquarters in the spring of 1998. With hardwood floors, a high ceiling, and no obstructions, the space developed into a perfect venue for the advanced techniques the students were now practicing. Nevertheless, since the room was shared by the resident dance company, scheduling became tenuous at best.
Defining moments come and go in a flash, yet Master Cook often reflects on the instant he knew that his school would relocate to 7 West Street in Warwick. Following weeks of renovation to the 3rd floor of the quaint red brick building, the space began to take on the complexion of a Soho loft. High arched windows permitted sunlight to wash the bright white walls accented by blue and red puzzle mat. Chosun students spent almost 2 years there training intensely before it was time to move on yet again.
As fate would have it, a space that had housed a martial arts school in one form or another for over 20 years became available just as Master Cook was ready to close the door on 7 West Street. Examining the location for the first time with a visiting colleague from Korea, Master Sang Bo-myun pronounced that, "If you take this space, your school will prosper and grow." 3 months later, in the fall of 2000, the Chosun Taekwondo Academy moved to 62 Main Street where, as Master Yoon had predicted, the school enjoyed unprecedented growth over the next 16 years.
The 62 Main Street dojang served the academy well. Nevertheless, just as in the past, membership eventually outstripped space. The search for expanded real estate begun in 2013, ultimately resulted in the acquisition of a custom-built space at 60 Galloway Road. Following extensive renovation to the existing structure, Chosun students finally relocated to their current home in the winter of 2015.
In addition to the Chosun Core Martial Arts mission, individuals throughout the community are offered classes in the ancient discipline of Hatha Yoga. Established under the direction of instructor Patty Cook in 1999, the Hatha Yoga program continues to flourish in the peaceful environment of the school's new surroundings.
Moreover, for the past 14 years, the Chosun Taekwondo Academy has subsidized an enriching program for the children of the Warwick Daycare Center, realizing that young minds are uniquely responsive to the virtues of traditional Taekwondo. Many Warwick Daycare students have gone on to continue their training, growing up in the martial arts, and now ready to enter college.
Yet it is the traditional Taekwondo program that remains the absolute cornerstone of the Chosun Taekwondo Academy with all the sweat, determination, and discipline it requires.
Unlike the vast majority of Taekwondo schools that focus merely on the competitive aspect of the martial arts or mistakenly emphasize dollars over tradition, the Chosun Taekwondo Academy adheres to a contract-free, unlimited class schedule bolstered by an authentic, comprehensive curriculum steeped in Korean martial arts culture. Chosun students routinely cultivate skills in
meditation,
ki or internal energy development,
basic technique,
self-defense,
breaking,
Asian philosophy, culture, and history,
and perhaps the most important element of the traditional Taekwondo syllabus, Pumse.
Pumse, or forms, are composed of choreographed techniques aimed at defeating multiple attackers originating from different directions. It is the method by which the martial arts were transmitted from venerable master to worthy disciple over the centuries. Forms represent a catalog of Taekwondo's unique defensive strategy and embody the essence of the art.
As Grandmaster Richard Chun says, without Pumse, there is no Taekwondo.
Over the course of the past 20 years, Chosun students have enjoyed many exciting training opportunities, both at home and abroad.
USTA tournaments that test a student's skill against others in a competitive environment are balanced by USTA seminars emphasizing education and camaraderie rather than competition. Chosun students consistently excel in both settings.
But not all special events are geared towards intense training. Our leadership team, under the direction of Master Cheryl Crouchin, Master Pamela Pike, and Instructor Bryce Parkinson, annually hosts a number of fundraisers that significantly benefit our enchanted local community.
In an effort to further address the needs of the general public and the nation at large, Chosun personnel have offered self-defense courses in both a formal setting and at civic events, including the popular Ladies' Night Out, and as a community service at Albert Wisner Public Library in Warwick. Master Cook and his students have also provided defensive training for the Girl Scouts, the U.S. Army, and representatives from the Department of Homeland Security.
During the summer months, special training opportunities featuring guest instructors are routinely held in the Warwick Town Park, taking advantage of nature's energy and the wisdom of Master Cook's colleagues. Likewise, children enjoy Asian arts and crafts classes during July and August.
But the Chosun educational experience extends beyond complex martial arts techniques into the realm of academics and metaphysics as well. Lectures highlighting the history and philosophy of Taekwondo, along with the roots of Taekwondo Pumse, are offered to enrich the martial consciousness of Chosun students. Remote workshops recently included an engaging retreat to the Zen Mountain Monastery with a focus on Zen meditation.
Finally, rather than falling sway to a provincial outlook on the martial arts, it is Master Cook's sincere hope that his students will cultivate a worldview of Taekwondo. Training retreats to France, Mexico, and, in the coming months, Tuscany, are targeted at intensive training in venues far removed from the hustle and bustle of everyday life.
And then there is Korea.
On 8 separate occasions over the past 2 decades, Master Cook, often accompanied by Grand Master Chun, has traveled to Korea with a select group of students from across America under the banner of the Chosun Taekwondo Academy Korea Training and Cultural Tour.
By training at the dojangs, ancient temples, and academic institutions dedicated to the birth and development of the martial arts, students not only begin to feel a physical link to their art, but a geographical and chronological connection as well. Without a doubt, this is a martial pilgrimage every student of traditional Taekwondo should aspire to make at some point during their practice.
Join us now for a brief pictorial journey through Korea, the land of the morning calm.
It is often said that those who cannot do, teach. While this proverb may hold true in some vocations, it does not necessarily apply to the martial arts. Instead, our instructors train regularly and with vigor. They represent untarnished links in the great chain of Taekwondo knowledge. It is they who shoulder that awesome responsibility of passing on potentially lethal techniques coupled with the virtuous safeguards that govern their use.
Regardless of title, whether it is Kwanjanam, Sabanam, Kyosanam, or Chokanam, the instructor holds the future of the practitioner's martial life quite literally in their hands. Their students are living reflections of the virtues they exemplify and echo the instructor's physical technique as well as their philosophical and moral values.
Taoists metaphorically claim that one can achieve immortality by sharing their knowledge. If this is the case, Chosun instructors will live on forever.
Nevertheless, all the passion and programs in the world, all the combined knowledge of the centuries would prove meaningless, if not for eager ears to hear and noble hearts that yearn to learn.
And so we gratefully acknowledge our students, young and old alike, who, by crossing the threshold of the dojang door, took a profound step that will affect their lives forever. Rather than falling victim to life's adversities, they chose instead to cultivate internal strength and spiritual fortitude, resulting in an enhanced sense of confidence and well-being.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every student here tonight, past and present, for your dedication to the art of Taekwondo and to the Chosun Taekwondo Academy.
For attending class at all hours of the day and night.
For enduring the difficult training demanded of you by the Chosun curriculum.
And lastly, for taking control of your life through a sincere study of the traditional martial arts. It has been an honor to instruct you and watch you grow.
Continue the journey.
Kamsahamnida!